Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida. Today we are going to be working with the In Good Taste suite of products. We are going to be using the Tasteful Touches stamp set, which is this one here. And we're also going to be using the designer series paper shown here. Well, let me pull this book up a little bit further so you can see all of the paper. The coordinating colors in this paper are Petal Pink, Early Espresso, Night of Navy, Very Vanilla, Smoky Slate, Gray Granite, and Basic Gray. And if you look here, this is the card that I shared a couple of days ago on the 11th, which was Thursday. I shared, I made a copy of this card with slight differences, but this is the card I cased from the catalog. And if you pay attention to certain little icons, this stamp set comes in a bundle, and it would be up here. The bundle code number and price is up here, and that is what you need to enter in when you're ordering if you want to get the stamp set and the set of dies together, and you'll save 10%. On this page, it has an item number here where you can order the entire suite. That's the bundle with the stamp set and the dies with the 10% discount, the designer series paper, a 3D embossing folder, and some wood elements. You can just order all of that with one number, and the whole suite is $85. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working with today. We're going to be making a card. I have all of my pieces. Let me tell you what they are. We have about 18 or 19 inches of some linen thread. Those to the side. We have some scrap Whisper White for stamping. You will need more than this, but I did some stamping ahead of time. We have a 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White, 4 by 5 1/4 designer series paper from the In Good Taste DSP. We have a 1 1/4 by 4 piece of designer series paper, which is basically the back of that. And this one is a 1/4 inch by 4. We have a 1/2 inch by 4 Early Espresso, 1 1/2 inch by 4 Early Espresso. And then we have the 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2 for the card base. Now I wanted to tell you, for my designer series paper, I do use Kylie Bertucci's Love It, Chop It on half of the pack of my paper. So what I do is I take a 12 by 12 sheet and I cut it in 3 strips of 4 inches each, and then I take those and turn it and cut them at 5 1/4. And when you cut it at 5 1/4 twice, you'll have this piece left over. And all I did was take a 1/4 inch off of this to use for the inside of my card, and this one will be the outside. So these are actually the same, came off the same sheet. It's just I'm flipping it over. So we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna stamp my sentiment on this layer here. We're gonna stamp that in Early Espresso ink. And I'm using the good things in life are better with you. That's the sentiment I'm stamping. Hopefully I can get this straight. Looks pretty good. Not quite straight. Let me see. Nope, not quite straight, but we're gonna work with it. Am I gonna use this again? Not now, no. Well, let me clean this off because I do need this ink color again. But I need this block. So Let me clean that stamp off and get the, we're gonna need this little leafy vine. Okay, I'm gonna just put this here to get basically where I want to put it so I can stamp. And I also need my gray granite. Nope, not gray granite. What am I looking for? My crumb cake or soft suede. I thought I had my soft suede out. Oh my. I thought I had everything ready. Soft suede, that's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna take our soft suede, and I'm using this little image here. It's just like a, I don't know, looks like a bunch of flowers or something on a vine. I'm just gonna take that and get up, and I want this to be about here, so we're gonna stamp this right there. It's just like a, just to give the card a little bit of texture. And that's all we needed that for. Move that stamp to the side. And now we're gonna take this one with the early espresso. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm gonna stamp this down here, going off to the side a little bit. Right over the other one. Okay? And that's all we needed that one for. And we'll use this a little later, but for right now, we're done with that one. I am going to go ahead and adhere my inside together. Oh, I do need a stamp on this as well, don't I? Clean off another stamp so I can get another, get the block. We need our leaf. I mean, that's not a leaf, a feather. Don't mind my inky fingers. I have inky fingers. I need some scrap paper because I'm going to be stamping off the edge of this. And I'm going to use, what color am I using for this? Gray granite. Okay, so I'm gonna do generational stamping, when that's where you stamp once full without re-inking, stamp again, and one more time. There we go. I was supposed to stamp off the paper, that's why I got the scratch paper, but I didn't. But it's okay. It's okay. That's all we needed that for. And now we're going to get some adhesive and glue this little strip to our early espresso piece. Trying not to put too much adhesive on here because it's so small. We're just going to put this right in the middle. Whoop, that's not quite the middle on that end. Okay. Then put this at the bottom of the inside layer. This is a new glue, so it's coming out really quick, and I'm using too much pressure. I think I want to leave a tiny bit of white at the bottom. Just like that. And we can put this on the inside of our card. So we'll just place this in here. There you go. The inside is done. We'll take our sentiment layer for the front and adhere it to its early espresso piece. trying to get this even. Okay. And before we put this on the base, we're going to go ahead and stamp a flower. The flower. Where did I put the stamps, you guys? Okay, I found them. Okay, we're gonna get the flower out of there. This is also gonna be stamped in gray granite. I thought I was done with that. Okay, and I thought I was done with my scrap paper too, but I'm not. Because for this flower, we're gonna need 2 of them. I've already prepared one in advance, so you don't have to watch me coloring, but I stamped off and then stamped on my paper because I wanted a very light color. I keep throwing that scrap paper away, but I need it. I do believe that's all the stamping done. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna color this in with some sponges, and we're gonna start with Petal Pink. Get this really good and inky. Stamp off a little bit on your scratch paper and start in the middle, so the darkest color will be there, and work your way out. Doesn't matter if you go on the outside of the lines because we are going to be cutting this out. The die set for this is wonderful. Wonderful little label shapes, but it would have been even better if they would have added just two more dies for the flower and the feather. Okay, wait, I'm gonna leave that open just in case I need to go back over it again. The next color we're using is Rococo Rose. I love saying that, Rococo Rose. This one we're gonna be very careful. We don't want to get too much because this take a lot of that ink off. Start it in the middle. We can go heavy in the middle. Oh. See, that's why I left this out, because I want to try to blend that and lighten it a little bit, because that's a little dark. But that's it. Easy peasy coloring for that flower. Close these ink pads up so I don't make a mess. Move them out of the way. We'll get our paper snips and cut this out. This is very easy. We don't have to worry about leaving a border because we're going to be sponging it as well. You guys, did you know that Stampin' Up! Right now is having a wonderful join offer where when you sign up to be a demonstrator, you get a free bundle like this Tasteful Touches bundle, a stamp set in dies, or a stamp set in a punch. You get it absolutely free when you purchase the starter kit. And the purchase of a starter kit is $99. You get $125 worth of product. You pay tax. Nobody gets away from that, but your shipping is free. So that's a 10% saving right there. And then on top of all of that, you're going to get some business supplies, a paper pumpkin kit, and a free bundle just till the June 30th of 2020. And that's any bundle in the catalog that you would like. Anyone. There are some bundles that go up to $60.25. So you can get $26, because if you pay $99 and you're getting $125 worth of product, anything you want in your kit, up to $125. that's $26 there. Then you can possibly add a $60 kit. So you're like at 86 bucks. Plus your paper pumpkin, your free shipping, all of that. And the only commitment you have is to have fun. Enjoy your products. If you decide you don't want to do anything else afterwards, you don't have to. You don't have to have parties. You don't have to have make videos. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to sell anything. You can just buy the kit to get the discount. You'll get a discount for your first full quarter. And if you haven't sold anything, you'll just go back to being a regular customer. That's it. Okay, what we're doing now, we're going to sponge our flour here. We're going to sponge this in early espresso. I do have a link below in the description box and on my website to give you more information if you would like to join my team. I would love that. I would love to have you. I have been a hobby demonstrator for years, just doing it, and I am recently trying to turn my hobby into a business. So I'm trying to grow my team and my customer base. So I would appreciate you shopping with me and even joining my team so that you can get a discount for all of your Stampin' Up needs. So that's where we're just gonna sponge that there, and we're gonna take this one. Before I sponge this one, I wanna kind of curl, where's my bone folder? Kind of curl this end right here. Just curl it over to try to break up the paper, the fibers in it, so that it'll come apart. Let's see if we did that successfully. Put your fingernail in there and carefully tear those edges apart. Then I will sponge it. And I want to sponge this very heavily. I like sponging. I used to do this all the time and I got away from it. I don't know why, but I really enjoy it. If you can tell from my hands, I've been sponging already. I'm all inky. Oh my gosh. But I don't mind inky fingers. That just means I've been doing some work. We're going to color this white part of the paper here. Not totally. Okay, and then we're going to take this and make sure it curls, and we're going to take this back one as well and curl it forward. You want to curl it a little bit of sponging on that. I don't want it so white. Okay. I think that is all we need to do. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add this now to our card base. Well, not our card base, but our designer series paper layer. Okay, and I want this about right here. Try to get this evenly lined up. Okay. Oop. And what I did earlier, I colored the second flower and two of the feathers. The feathers, you're going to do it exactly the same way you did the flowers, and sponge the edges and everything, then cut it out. Well, cut it out, then sponge, of course. So we're going to need some dimensionals. I have those right here. Let me get them out. We're going to need some tear and tape, I do believe. So what I want to do is try to get this, whoop, whoop. I want to get this over here. Let's see, like about like this. This one is going to be underneath, kind of like that, with the feathers sticking out like this. So I like the way this is. So I'm gonna get my liquid glue. I really don't like both of those sitting down, so I might turn this one a little bit like this. So I don't want them both exactly the same way. They're still kind of the same way, aren't they? We're going to put a little bit of liquid glue here just to hold these together. Then we're going to put our leaves. I keep calling them leaves. These are feathers. Put our feathers in. Put a little bit of glue at the bottom. And if you can see, I cut the stems off the feathers because we don't need that part. It's just going to be tucked in. And I didn't want it to be too long. Oop, that's too much. That was a lot. We're just going to take that one like that. Oop, turn back. Let me see how far to. Right there. Okay. And then we'll flip that over. And now we can add dimensionals on it. And that'll help hold everything together as well. I'm going to put quite a few on here. Make sure it stays where I want it. That should be good. And before we put this down, we're just going to sit it where we want it. We're going to take our linen thread here. Let me get my tear and tape ready. Just going to tear off a little piece. Stick it right here on my desk. I'll wrap this around 3 of my fingers slightly spread apart. Then I'm just going to take it, holding both the ends, and kind of separate the loops. And I'll know about where I need it. And I set it down here, about right there. And I'll secure it with the tear and tape so that when I put that on there, the loops are there. So now we can go ahead and take the backing off of our dimensionals. You guys, before we add this to the DSP layer, you know what I need to do, don't you? Were you guys yelling at me? Are you really going to put that on first? No, I'm not. I need to adhere this to the card base. That would be awesome, right? Make sure we're putting it on the right way. Try to center it as best as we can here in the Hive. As you guys know me and getting things straight. This is going to be cute. Okay, so we're done with that adhesive. Now, I'm looking, I think I want another dimensional right there. Right here. Right here. I'm also going to take the backing off of this. Come off. And then we're just going to lay this right over here. Whoop, whoop. And make sure I'm not going too far off the card. Not too over the sentiment. There we go. Let me see. Yep, we're still on there. We have our loops. Our loop-de-loops. And we're going to get some Wink of Stella, of course. Of course. Can't do flowers without Wink of Stella. We're just going to put that all over. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it on the camera, but in real life, let me see. Can you see that? Can you see it? Oh, that is pretty. Then I'm gonna just dot it. Just dot these right here. The early espresso one. A little leaf or the vine. And then for the final touch, I have dimensional back sticking all over. We're gonna add some champagne rhinestones. I am not sure if these are still available in the online store because they were on back order. Then I think they went unorderable, but I'm not quite sure. I should have checked, but I didn't. I'm sorry. If they're not available, I'm sorry. But we do have other rhinestones, like just the clear rhinestone, the basic jewels. Those would work as well. You can just color them with some of our Stampin' blends. Okay, yeah, this one should go about right here. So I have a large, medium, and a small one. And that is our card, you guys. Isn't it cute? I love this. It's so pretty. Man, I love it. Now that one's a little high, but that's, oh, I don't like that part though. Here are my scissors. You cut that off. That little piece, yeah. But that's okay, because it's just a little linen thread. When we put it in the envelope, it'll just bend and it'll pop right back up. That'll be fine. Okay, you guys, that's it. Look at it. It's so pretty. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.